Yes, that symbol's for all those young boys out there whom I've accidentally face-fucked over the course of the last couple decades. Keep it hush-hush, boys. Hello, everybody. I am Pastor Jester. Thank you. Speaking of, Pope Benedict XVI came to America recently. Yes, he came to New York. And while he was here, they made him meet with some of the victims that were molested by priests. And they made him say prayers for them. How refreshing would it have been if he would have came out and said, "Yeah, come on, grow up, huh? If getting broken in by an individual in the position of trust is the worst thing that happens in your life, consider yourself lucky." I recently had sex with Elliot Spitzer's high-class call girl. Oh yeah, it gets better. She only charged me $3.50 for the entire night. And I didn't have to wear a condom. Well, that's because I have a family discount. After all, she is my daughter. Yeah. I'm so proud of my little baby, I tell you what. There is something about watching your little cupcake kick your entire cock and balls in her mouth that makes you say to yourself, "She's not daddy's little girl anymore." Let's talk about companies. The company I used to work for would buy us lunch once a month. 3 of the last 4 months they bought us sub sandwiches. They were getting cheaper and cheaper, yeah. So I finally had to pull the manager aside and say, "Hey, listen, if I want a mouthful of cold meat, I would dig up Milton Berle and blow him. Spring for a pizza once in a while, you fucking kite." I currently work with a midget who constantly complains and bitches because he can't find any regular-sized women to have sex with him. So I finally convinced him to start taking HGH. I have a little nickname for the little fucker. I call him Sad Sack. That's because he's always depressed, and he only comes up to right about there. Sad Sack, yes. I'm making more an effort to be politically correct at work. For example, just the other day I was arguing with this faggot. Oh, I'm sorry. Is faggot not politically correct? I meant to say poo harvester. So anyway, I call a little turd tickler a motherfucker. Then I paused for a moment and realized, oh my goodness, that is politically incorrect. So I apologized to the little junk jockey, and I proceeded to call him a fatherfucker. But don't get me wrong, Queer Paul's a nice enough guy. It doesn't bother me that he likes to tap the crap, even though he comes into work with manhood mouth once in a while. But he's not the smartest queer out there. For example, just the other day, he came in a couple hours late and he was extremely happy. I said, "What's up with you, Queer Paul?" And he said, "Oh, nothing. Just had a doctor's appointment. Had some blood work done. They just faxed me my results. Guess what? Clean bill of health. All I have is hives. They sent me a prescription for 6 medications. Gonna have those all filled to go out and celebrate tonight." I said, "Let me see that paperwork. Make sure you didn't miss anything." "Thank you." Oh, Queer Paul, that ES there is a part of the doctor's signature. You don't have hives. You got HIV. Oh, silly Queer Paul. That's what you get. That's what you get for being a member of the feces species. Yes, let it be a lesson to you kids. Don't clown around in the brown. People often ask me, "Are you a real pastor?" Well, of course I'm not. But if as clowns like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton can place bullshit random adjectives like a reverend in front of their names, then why can't I? Huh? We should all do it. It'd be fun. Think about it. Excuse me, Virgin Gene Simmons. Yes, can you tap heterosexual Clay Aiken there on the shoulder? No, not anorexic Aretha Franklin. Heterosexual Clay Aiken. Hey, Aiken. Do me a favor. Call up your pal, genius Jessica Simpson. Have her return my Tupperware to me, huh? I promise my new friend, monogamous Bill Clinton, by making my award-winning brownies. Thank you. Commander-in-Chief George W. Bush. There's a stretch for you. This guy couldn't command his way out of a pillow fight. Back to Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. These two ass clowns are nothing more than a couple of glorified inner-city ambulance chasers who drink their mother's dirty douche water for $1. Did I just say dollar? Oh, I'm sorry, I meant to say dime. Do we know anybody that can volunteer their time and build a couple of life-size crosses for these two used car salesmen so they can nail themselves to them, huh? Have you read Al Sharpton's Wikipedia page? I'm not gonna lie to you. Charles Manson's Wikipedia page is more complimentary than Al Sharpton's. And you know what pisses me off? Just thinking how much more in harmony this country would be in right now if James Earl Ray would have spared MLK's life. And instead, if he would have just patiently waited for Jesse Jackson to come out and get a breath of fresh air.